Yo, what's good YouTube? It is your host AJ Samurai here, and welcome to the channel. Today I'm here to bring you guys on our part 2, What If Naruto Had Laxus's Abilities, Part 6. Thank y'all so much for tuning into this What If, and yeah, let's get it. Don't really got much to announce, except I hope you guys are enjoying the video. Hopefully you guys enjoy yourselves, play some video games if you guys want to, get some snacks, make sure you're comfortable, go get yourself a blanket if you want to, pretty much do whatever you guys feel comfortable with. At the same time, guys, I thank you all so much for your support, and hopefully you guys continue to support me. And another thing is, I would like to give you a little bit of an announcement before we begin the video. If you guys hear any stuttering or any background noise, please ignore it, as that will make the video 10 times better. Trust me, and also I would really appreciate it a lot. If you guys understand that, thank you very much. And either way, let's begin this video.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different? Man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro. Don't waste your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do?
Alright guys, let's begin this part of this What If. Hopefully you guys do enjoy, and either way, let's begin. So we now kick off this What If with the end of part 5, this being the end of the Tsunade retrieval arc. Naruto and Jiraiya had just gotten Tsunade, and after a ginormous battle with the Orochimaru, they are now allowed to return back to Konoha with Tsunade with them. Now, as soon as Tsunade is returned back, she's instantly declared as the 5th Hokage, bringing a ginormous amount of enjoyment and excitement to everyone who got to witness this event happen. And this is where we now kick off with part 6, as this will be the beginning of the Sasuke retrieval arc. So we now turn to when Naruto is finally being let go by Tsunade, as he had just been there to stay back and help her with a little bit of paperwork, mostly due to the fact of her own orders. But now that he was free, Naruto is not given a downtime to relax, so he decides to use this time optimally, and decides to go back to his home in the forest and tries to rebuild it. Remember, his home was destroyed by Shikaku, so he really needs to get working on that, or else he's just going to sleep, well, in a log in the forest. Which he's done it before, but still, he'd rather have a home. So with that, as Naruto returns back, he ends up looking at the makeshift gravestone that he created, as he still remembers his new oath. He will go ahead and nod his head and actually bow down to it before deciding to rebuild his home immediately. So with that, he instantly ends up charging up his fistful of lightning and starts destroying a bunch of trees nearby as he begins to use the wood to build his new home. As this is where we now change to a different scene. Sasuke. The young Uchiha will currently right now be laying in bed, as he will then soon be waken up by Tsunade, as he had just escaped the Genjutsu thanks to her. Sasuke will wake up, and the boy looked distressed, like he looked stressed. He was looking around, fatigued and everything, and as he does, he will then be hugged by Sakura, who was right there next to him, as she was so happy to see that he was alive. Tsunade will begin to explain some things to Sasuke, but he doesn't listen to her. The only thing that was in his mind right now was that he lost to his brother, Itachi Uchiha. And this made it even worse for Sasuke, as he remembered, even though it was for a brief instant, he saw it. Naruto had actually fought against both of those powerful shinobi, with Itachi being one of them. He saw as Naruto had a smile on his face as he was facing off his brother, and his brother actually having a look of distress. Heck, maybe he was actually struggling against him. And just remembering that pissed Sasuke off, as you remember, he absolutely got dominated by Itachi. He didn't stand a chance. Yet Naruto, this random nobody, this kid who appeared out of nowhere, like legit, Naruto's beginning in the academy was so weird, mostly due to the fact that he appeared out of nowhere. He was just entered into the academy. For what? Yeah, as soon as he got there, it's almost as if everything that Sasuke knew was tipped out of proportions. He was no longer the top student. He was no longer the strongest. He was no longer a genius or a prodigy that many people saw him as. He felt inferior. It was all thanks to him. And while Sasuke would never admit it, he felt jealous of Naruto's power. The way the man was able to carry himself at such a young age, and the fact that he almost reminded Sasuke of Itachi by just how strong both of them were at such a young age, made Sasuke feel once again more inferior and also have a ginormous amount of jealousy towards Naruto, which this ends up causing him to act at this very instant. As Sakura would be there right next to Sasuke, currently cutting him up some apple slices, Sasuke would then suddenly end up getting up. You should have moved. You're quite injured, I think it's better off that you stay. However, Sasuke will then suddenly slap Sakura's hand away, as this is when he then jumps towards the window. Sasuke soon arrives at the window, and as he does, he opens it up before jumping once again, as he begins to hunt down for Naruto, as he wants to fight against him, as he cannot handle the fact that he was inferior to him. As we now change scenes, we now turn our attention to Naruto. And by the way, while doing so, we're also going to be doing a time skip. Daylight was burning out, as right now it was actually mid in the afternoon, prior to almost about to be nighttime. Naruto will be seen as he currently has been working on his home for a while now, and has only barely gotten up to like 25% done. But still, it's progress nonetheless. As Naruto will be there panting a little bit, he will then decide to take a break, so he decides to hunt down a creature. I'm not going to really explain it. I guess you can say it was like a boar or something. It doesn't really matter. It was Naruto's dinner. So as Naruto ends up hunting it down, he ends up deciding to cook it up and begins to eat, as after all, Naruto knows how to cook people. So as he's there just enjoying his meal and enjoying his time, this is when suddenly he would then sense a presence. At this, Sasuke would have just arrived as he sees Naruto eating. Sasuke has searched throughout the entire village looking for this man, but the man was nowhere in sight. So with that, he decides to go to the only place available left, that being the forest. He went so far, even to the forest of death, and Naruto wasn't there. It was only at one random forest in the Hidden Leaf Village that he was able to find him, but it was so secluded and deep that he really struggled to find him, but finally he did. As he would see Naruto there casually eating his food, Naruto would completely ignore the Uchiha. So, am I gonna even have to ask the question as to why the fuck are you at my home right now? I recommend you leave right now, Uchiha, or else one step further and I will consider it a threat, and I eliminate my threats painfully. As Naruto will begin to munch down on his food, giving Sasuke one warning, as all Sasuke needed to do was take another step. But Sasuke, he did not care. He instantly went through a bunch of hand signs, as this is when he then releases a ginormous fireball jutsu. And Naruto, instantly sensing the hand signs, gets pissed off. Gosh dang it, Uchiha! I freaking finished just cleaning up my home, and you're over here trying to destroy it again. What is with you? You gosh damn idiot! At this, Naruto charges through the fireball with a raging bolt, and as it does, the fireball would instantly be dispersed. Sasuke will be there preparing for a counterattack, but he was way too slow, as Naruto would then knee Sasuke in the gut. Sasuke will be so caught off guard by the attack that he didn't realize that Naruto would then suddenly elbow him in the face. Sasuke will be spinning like a Beyblade as he then slams into a tree, and as he does, the tree ends up collapsing, falling over. As Sasuke would be there trying to get up as he was deeply injured, Naruto was not done as he appears in a bolt of lightning again, and this time ends up stomping Sasuke out. So now Sasuke will be there as he begins to take the brunt of the hits, unable to move as Naruto will continue stomping on him, on his face, on his stomach, everywhere. And as he does, he also fueled lightning into the kicks as Naruto will be looking down at Sasuke with a pissed off expression. I gave you a freaking warning, Uchiha. All I told you was to back off, but no, you decided to take it too far and tried to actually attack my home. I hope you actually learned a lesson from this. Better yet, I hope this is a reminder for you. Next time you try to pull another bullcrap stunt like this, Uchiha, I will eliminate you. Now do me a favor and get the fuck out of here. As Naruto would say this, he would then end up kicking Sasuke with a lightning-infused kick, and this will send Sasuke packing out of his home in the forest. Like legit, Sasuke is legit kicked out of the forest completely and getting sent back to Konoha. As Sasuke will be slammed down onto the ground after being sent flying, he'll be looking at the direction where Naruto's home was. As he does, he will fall unconscious as the pain had overtaken him, and he would once again pass out. As we now move forward to when it's nighttime, as Naruto had just went back to just eating after the event, he didn't really care. He acted as if nothing happened, and after he was done eating, he went back to repairing his home. Eventually, nighttime did come, so Naruto eventually went to sleep, and as he does, Sasuke would eventually wake up. Sasuke will wake up, and he still feels the injuries from before. As he does get up, he has to hold back a wince, as tears were literally coming to his eyes just from the pain. As he does, he glares angrily at the direction where Naruto's home went. Ooh, how much he wanted to just go back there and just beat the crap out of him, but Sasuke knew better. He wasn't strong enough. And after seeing what happened, and after going through what he went through, Sasuke would then realize and come to a conclusion. This village was holding him back. Yup, that's right. After everything Sasuke experienced, that's what he came to. As he realized that this entire time, as in his mind, Naruto was the one who was getting all the amps. Naruto was the one who was given everything, while he was left with nothing at all. These people were holding him back. And to Sasuke's eyes, everyone was showing favoritism to Naruto. And just the thought of it piss Sasuke off. So with that being said, Sasuke then comes to the one and final conclusion. If they're gonna hold him back and not give him the true strength that he desires to take down Itachi, then he will leave this village and go somewhere where he is actually appreciated and where he can grow stronger. So with that, Sasuke ends up leaving. With that, he ends up returning back home to his Uchiha compound. He ends up packing on his stuff and decides to leave the village. As after this, we also have an event where Sasuke, well, he encounters Sakura, and that same event will play out where Sakura tries to stop Sasuke, but the results would not change at all as Sasuke just knocks out Sakura and put her on a bench. As we now move forward to the next day. So turning to the next day, Sakura would then announce to Tsunade that Sasuke had left the village, and this would cause Tsunade to instantly try to form a retrieval team. However, this was going to be taking way too long, mostly due to the fact that Sasuke left in the dead of night, and a lot of the shinobis were currently on duty. However, this is when Tsunade would then actually stop panicking, as she would then have a sly idea. As she decides to call in the one person who she knows will definitely get the job done. The one person who's practically an entire squad all by himself. And the one person who she respects a lot. Probably the toughest genin that she has known, she would then call in Naruto. Naruto will be called in early in the morning as an Anbu would appear in the forest to bring him to the Hokage. Naruto will wake up as he ends up seeing the Anbu and gets a sense of deja vu as he wonders if Tsunade was going to be as annoying as Hiruzen, but he decides to go nonetheless as he disappears in a bolt of lightning. So Naruto would appear in Tsunade's office, and this is when Tsunade would then ask Naruto personally to get Sasuke back. Now you would think that after their entire journey together, and after, fighting off against Orochimaru and Kabuto, that Naruto and Tsunade would be like friends. That Naruto would do her a solid. He would respect her like she is. After all, she is the Hokage. I want compensation. That's where the exact words that Naruto would say. Tsunade will be there with tick marks as she tells Naruto that, she's the Hokage and that he should follow her commands, but Naruto scoffs. Woman, I'm the one who brought you here to become Hokage, okay? I want compensation, all right? I'm not doing this for free. So at this, Tsunade ends up getting multiple tick marks, but she sighs as she tells Naruto that she will pay him back for this. And due to that, Naruto nods his head as he begins to write off a ginormous amount of list of scrolls, jutsus, and a bunch of other things that he wants. Tsunade will be there looking at everything, and she can do nothing more but agree to this, even though all Naruto was doing was retrieving back Sasuke. So after being told that Naruto would get what he wants, Naruto would then dash off in a bolt of lightning, with Tsunade muttering, talking about how Naruto was a greedy bastard and couldn't believe that Hiruzen had to deal with this. As she would give a sigh of frustration, this is when she then calms down, as she at least knows 100% that now Naruto would definitely get the job done. If there was one thing you can say about Naruto besides being greedy, being self-centered, and overall just have like a bunch of different types of personality problems, is the fact that Naruto is someone who will get the job done. Kind of similar to Lobo from the DC universe, as he always keeps his words, even though he's pretty rude and crude, but he is definitely strong. But moving on. As we now move on to when Naruto ends up leaving through the village, as he ends up hunting down Sasuke. Now, let this be a reminder. Sasuke does not have the curse mark. He does not have the Sound 4 backing him up. He does not have Kimimaru. And overall, Sasuke is like being sent out all by himself. He went in this one without any plans. So it wasn't really all that surprising about what happened next. So as Naruto was chasing down Sasuke, he would eventually end up encountering Sasuke as the boy was currently right now at, well, guess what? The Valley of the End. At this, Naruto will be there as he watches Sasuke, who currently right now is in the midst of cooking himself a meal. As he does, Naruto would then suddenly end up appearing once again in a bolt of lightning right in front of Sasuke. Sasuke would actually not react at all to Naruto's presence, as he just casually ends up eating some food. Alright Uchiha, let's do this. We're gonna do this pretty easy and simple. I kicked your ass yesterday, so unless you want another beating like that, you'll come with me to the village. You understand that? At this, Sasuke says nothing as Naruto reaches to grab for him, but this is when Sasuke would then react instantly. He grabs Naruto's arms and twists it. As Naruto will be there, he doesn't even flinch at the response, as Sasuke would then throw a kick to Naruto's face. Naruto would then weave his head slightly out of the way, and as he does, Naruto would then suddenly rip his arm off of Sasuke's grip. He'll then grab Sasuke's foot and then slam him down into the water. At this, Sasuke would then skip on the water like a stone, but he ends up recovering in an instant. So, it looks like you want to get your ass kicked like it did yesterday. Okay, I'm okay with that response. That'll make my job 10 times easier and doesn't have to listen to your yapping of protests. Naruto would say as he begins to crack his knuckles and cracks his neck a little bit as he prepares for combat. Sasuke will be there, as this is when he then charges at Naruto, rushing towards him with multiple shuriken. Naruto will look at this and easily swat them away, and as he does, this is when suddenly Sasuke will then activate the strings that he had attached to those shuriken. The shurikens would then spin rapidly as they approach Naruto again, but this time from behind. Naruto would see this, and he would react easily by flipping out the way. Is this your plan, Uchiha? Rushing towards me, throwing a bunch of shuriken and sharp objects at me until you find a solution? At this, Sasuke says nothing, as this when suddenly he ends up releasing a ginormous fireball jutsu. Now Naruto would see this, as he sighs, already knowing about this old trick, and was getting tired of it. Infusing lightning into his fist, Naruto would then throw a lightning fist at the ginormous fireball, which ends up piercing through it and once again dispersing it all around. However, this time Sasuke was nowhere in sight. Interesting. Okay. Now, is this your next plan? To hide? Because you know I can easily sense you and just hunt you down. Now at this point, Naruto doesn't get a response, as he sighs, using his electro sense to pretty much pick up on Sasuke. However, as he does, this is when he have to dodge out of the way, as Sasuke would then appear underwater, and as he does, he would also appear with a kunai. Really? This is your next plan? Be original, come on. Naruto would then kick Sasuke in the stomach, sending him flying once again, but Sasuke ends up recovering. Now at this point, Naruto was confused. Sasuke was not fighting like he did yesterday. Last time Sasuke, he didn't really get to fight. It was more like Naruto was just beating him up. But still, Sasuke at least attempted to fight back. This Sasuke was just like doing things like as if he was like drunk or something. So as Naruto was wondering what exactly Sasuke was planning, this is when Sasuke would then smirk. I got you. Naruto would be confused until this when suddenly he would then realize a thin wire was actually spread around the entire area, as this when suddenly he would then feel pull. At this, Naruto would then be wrapped around by ninja cords all around, and as he does, he will feel himself being completely restrained. And as he does, Sasuke would instantly blitz into hand signs. Fire style, fireball jutsu. At this, he would then release the fireball jutsu on Naruto, and as he does, he would also release multiple of them actually, not just one, which ends up exhausting his chakra reserves, but not fully yet. He just took in like quite a big chunk. But still, the fireballs would actually rush towards Naruto, as thanks to the ninja cords, Naruto's arms were restrained. As Sasuke would be there, he would then feel the fireballs connect, as the ninja cords would actually, shake at the response. He would smile, as he felt as if he finally got him. He spent some time here, as he actually understood that they'll probably send someone to hunt him down. And he had a sneaking suspicion that it would be Naruto. So due to that, he prepared these ninja cords, and he also set multiple traps all around the Valley of the End, preparing for Naruto's arrival, and it looks like it worked. As flame and smoke would then appear around the entire area, eventually will begin to disperse as Sasuke prepares to see Naruto's charred body. However, to his shock, there will be nothing left of Naruto. What happened? At this, he for sure he was gonna see like a few burn marks, or at least see Naruto's bones, but this is when, to his surprise, Naruto was right next to him. And another surprise was the fact that Naruto was just there yawning and looking down at him with a lazy expression. Are you done yet? Sasuke couldn't believe it. But luckily he had more options. As this one suddenly he ended up jumping away from Naruto, he ended up grabbing a kunai and shooting it at another string. And as he does, this is when suddenly, to Naruto's surprise, from above, multiple rocks would then fall from above and to try to crash upon him. Oh, so this is your plan, huh? You booby-trapped this entire area. Well, I have to admit, it probably would have worked on some people. That won't work against me. As the generous amount of rocks begin to crumble on top of Naruto, Naruto will legit just bat them aside, hitting them all over from different places, as Sasuke is just there watching everything. However, this is when he then sees an opening, as he sees that Naruto was distracted, punching all the boulders away. He would then form the hand signs of the Chidori. At this point, Sasuke would feel it as he charges up Chidori, and as he does, he charges up a generous amount of chakra to his feet, as all he needs is to land one clean blow at Naruto. As Naruto was done batting away all the boulders, and as all the boulders were currently messing up with his vision, mostly due to the fact that they were blocking out Sasuke's path, this is when Sasuke would then dash forward, and as he does, he ends up landing right next to Naruto and actually tries to pierce him through his side. And another thing to make this technique even better was the fact that they were surrounded by water, which if you don't know, water conducts electricity. So due to this, it will make the attack way more damaging. As Naruto, thanks to all the boulders that was sent flying, he was actually splashed by a lot of water, so it will make the electricity even more harmful to him. as Sasuke will be there thriving the opportunity that he can finally injure this man. This is when, to his surprise, Naruto would actually just casually grab his hand and actually bring Sasuke up to his height. Now, if you don't know, Naruto is taller than Sasuke, so due to this, Naruto is just able to grab Sasuke using one arm and is able to literally bring him up face to face. Now, Sasuke will be there as he couldn't believe that Naruto was just lifting him up, as he tries using the Chidori to actually, at least wound his arm, and with that, Naruto begins to feel a little bit hungry as he stares down at the electricity. Interesting. I mean, I wonder if maybe, as Naruto then thinks of an idea, as his instincts were telling him that it was okay, he decides to open his mouth as, to Sasuke's surprise, Naruto bites down on the Chidori. "You idiot!" Sasuke would shout, as he couldn't believe it. Naruto was legit going off himself right here by eating his electricity. Like, is he dumb? No, but this is perfect. Because if Naruto offs himself, that means Sasuke can escape. And while yes, they'll be upset because he didn't beat Naruto in the traditional sense, he still beat him at the end of the day, right? Right? However, to Sasuke's surprise, instead of Naruto being electrocuted intensely, Naruto would fully eat the Chidori. Like, he just bites down on it as if it was nothing. As he eats it, he would actually smile. Man, this is good. How did I never do this before? This is amazing. Naruto begins to eat up on the Chidori, and to Sasuke's surprise, he will feel his chakra being drained as Naruto would do so. Seeing this, he instantly lets go and deactivates the Chidori, as Naruto would sigh, actually upset that it disappears. Gosh dang it, I wasn't done eating. Sasuke was tired now as he instantly attacks Naruto once again, as he brings up his legs to kick Naruto on his side, but Naruto grabs it as well. Alright, well, that thank you for the meal, so I'll give you a few more chances to show me what you got. Don't disappoint me. As Naruto will then throw Sasuke over his shoulder, Sasuke will be slammed down into the water once again. At this, the Uchiha will be there as he has to swim back for air, and as he does, Naruto would just be there looming over him. Come on, Uchiha, show me what you got. I mean, I know you got the Sharingan, right? Well, show me what those little eyes of yours can do. Show me exactly what made the Uchiha clan so great, or at least what used to make it great. Now this will piss off Sasuke lividly as he activates the Sharingan, cursing out Naruto for dare disrespecting his clan as he instantly rushes towards him. Thanks to the Sharingan, Sasuke gets a boost of speed and strength, as well as able to see Naruto's movements. There was just one small problem. Simple. Naruto was way too fast for Sasuke to keep up with. Naruto would see the attacks coming, and he has to admit he's impressed that Sasuke got faster, but it wasn't enough. Sasuke will be throwing blow after blow, and as he does, Naruto would just be deflecting them or blocking them. Come on, show me what you got. Is that all? How about I do this? As Naruto would then grab Sasuke by the arm, he ends up tossing him over once again, as Sasuke was getting real tired of being thrown around by Naruto. As he ends up using this opportunity, he ends up releasing not a fireball jutsu, but a dragon flame bomb, as he ends up shooting 3 of them. This would actually surprise Naruto, as the fire from it was actually very intense, but it wasn't like he had other ways to go around this. He ended up dodging out of the way of all of them, using electricity to move out of the way, and as he does, the flames were so hot that actually caused a generous amount of steam to actually envelop the entire Valley of the End. So thanks to the steam, Naruto was not able to see. This actually reminded Naruto similar to the event with Zabuza, as this is when Sasuke begins to move around. At this, Naruto would hear Sasuke's footsteps, but unlike before where he was unprepared for Zabuza and everything, Naruto, he has actually gained enough experience. This is where, thanks to Naruto's fights and everything, he has gained enough experience to the point where he knows how to deal with situations like this. And as he does, this is when Naruto would then feel attacks approaching him, as he would then dodge out of the way. As Naruto begins to feel multiple attacks approaching him, he will begin to dodge out of the way. As he hears multiple things slamming into the water, he will feel intense heat blow past him, but at the end of the day, he was able to dodge them all. These were nothing to him. And by the end of it all, Naruto would finally end up sensing Sasuke's signature, as Sasuke was currently right behind him with the kunai, as he would try to stab Naruto in the back. But Naruto ends up catching him easily. He ends up turning around in an instant, grabbing Sasuke by the arm and snapping it, as Sasuke ends up screaming out in pain. And as he does, he ends up kicked in the stomach by Naruto, getting sent flying out of the mist and actually sent flying and crashing into one of the statues of the Valley of the End, this being Madara's statue. Sasuke would be there, actually surprised that Naruto was able to dodge all the attacks, as he sent out fireballs, activated the remaining amount of his traps, but nothing worked. As Naruto begins to walk out of the smoke, he ends up looking at Sasuke, and as soon as he does, Sasuke would have had enough. Naruto continued staring down at Sasuke with this impatient look, and Sasuke had enough of it, as he then screams out at Naruto as to why did he get such favorable treatment? Why did he get this strong? Why did he get everything he got? It wasn't fair. How did Naruto, a nobody, a guy who legit Sasuke never even heard of before he entered the academy, just instantly get this strong? It didn't make any sense, and to make it even worse, Naruto didn't even have a goal. Sasuke was actually needing this power for a good reason, to put an end to Itachi and revenge his clan. Yet Naruto, what the heck was he doing with this power? What exactly did he have that Sasuke didn't? It wasn't fair. As he screams out at Naruto for having all this stuff and being jealous of him and everything, Naruto will be there watching all of this, and by the end of Sasuke's rant, Naruto would sigh. Are you done complaining? At this, Sasuke would be there surprised as Naruto walks towards him. Here you are, crying, complaining, screaming at life for being unfair and everything. As Naruto would be there listening to all of this, he would end up sighing as Sasuke would stop his rant. Are you done? Sasuke will be there not saying anything as Naruto walks towards him, grabbing the Uchiha once again, and ends up just casually tossing him over his shoulder. Sasuke would struggle to move, but Naruto would sigh as he ends up just walking with Sasuke struggling to get out of his grip. Over here crying, complaining about life. Oh, boo-hoo, look at me. I don't got anything. I'm living my sad and pathetic life. Man, you're over here treating as if life was going to be your friend, as if life was always going to be there by your side. Please, life doesn't care about nothing. It's not a friend, and it's definitely not an ally either. At this, Sasuke would be silent, as this is when Naruto would give his own philosophy. Alright, what Sasuke calls as favoritism, what favoritism was there? The things that Naruto has, he worked for his entire life. He had to negotiate with Hiruzen. He had to stick to their cruddy-ass system. He legit had to train himself. No one helped him. And to Sasuke calling out that Naruto was all strong and everything, and that he had no goal, Naruto does have a goal. The goal to survive. He doesn't care about what anyone else. He doesn't care about what everyone else is going through, because he's too focused on himself. And he focused so much more on protecting the things that he has, the things that he worked hard for. So for Sasuke to call out on Naruto not having a goal, that's a bunch of bullcrap. And to Naruto himself, he understood that life, that Sasuke's over here calling it like life is blessing Naruto and everything, because that's how it seems to Naruto. What did life bless Naruto with? Naruto didn't have any parents. He didn't have any friends. The village treated him like crap. And all because of the fact that he was legit given a demon at a young age, who said demon is still with him to this day, always making fun of him and always trying to control his body. So what favoritism is Sasuke even talking about? So with all this stuck in Naruto's head, Naruto decides to give Sasuke the final reason as to what is the difference between both of them. And it was pretty simple. Naruto, he already expected life ever since the day of his birth. He already understood that life wasn't a friend. It wasn't a bad guy, but it definitely wasn't his friend. It was going to kick him down whenever it could. But sometimes it will pass him a pass once in a while. But that was it. After that, it will go right back to kicking him down. So instead of Naruto just allowing it to go through and just allowing it to do whatever it wants to him, Naruto said, screw it. I'm going to take life into my own hands. He worked for everything he got. And when he lost some of the important things, such as his home when it got destroyed by Shikaku, instead of feeling entitled and complaining about the fact that he lost it, instead, knew that he was just going to have to work back for it. Everything that Naruto has and is the fact that, hey, if life kicks me down, I'm just going to get right back up and punch it in the face. That's just how Naruto's is. And that is the core of Naruto's strength. Because in the end of the day, he's not focused on other people. He's focused on himself. And even though it's a warped and twisted mindset, in the end of the day, Naruto is still fighting for himself and for the things that he cares about. As moving on from this, Naruto would soon knock Sasuke unconscious, as the Uchiha, well, he was just being annoying. So Naruto just knocks him out and decides to return back to the village. However, as he starts returning back, he ends up encountering Kakashi, who had just arrived after getting the announcement by Tsunade. However, as he ends up seeing Naruto carrying Sasuke, he'll be relieved. And as he does, he actually ends up seeing and looking into Naruto's eyes as both of them stare down at each other. Now at this point, none of them say nothing as Naruto then continues on the path, and as he does, Kakashi then decides that he was going to accompany him back home. Now both of them begin to walk back as Kakashi actually tries talking to Naruto. And to his surprise, instead of Naruto just completely ignoring Kakashi, he actually at least acknowledges him. He starts talking to Kakashi, not saying much about himself, just telling Kakashi stuff like, "Oh, I see you're still as annoying and perverted as always," as Kakashi was still reading the, Ichi of Paradise. But still, that was progress nonetheless. And as Kakashi was walking, even though he couldn't, even though he, you can barely see it, Kakashi can see that Naruto's mentality has matured slightly. And he can see that Naruto has truly grown from the person he once was. Well, not fully, but still, he has grown. As he felt proud that Naruto's changed, and although he was upset that he wasn't there to really, push that change out of him, he was still glad nonetheless to actually see it for himself. As eventually after that, Naruto will return back to Konoha with Kakashi and Sasuke, and as he begins to walk back, everyone begins to stare at him as he begins to carry the Uchiha's body. Now, everyone says nothing until suddenly many people begin to whisper. And as they do, Naruto, thanks to his enhanced senses, he begins to listen to them as he completely ignores everything that was happening. Look at that brat. After everything we did for him, and to think he would do this. At this, Naruto's eyes will go darken, but he doesn't care. He moves on. After all, why should he give a damn about what these people have to say? These damn hypocrites. However, as they were walking though, this is when Naruto will then get confused. But what do they mean by when they said, after everything they did for him? What did these guys do for him besides being mean? As Naruto wonders, this is when suddenly they will continue, and to his surprise, they weren't insulting him. They were insulting Sasuke. News spread fast in the Hidden Leaf Village as many people found out about Sasuke leaving the village. And many, many of his supporters felt betrayed by the Uchiha, and they couldn't believe that he would just up and leave the village after everything they'd done. While many others still had faith in him, many of them lose faith in the Uchiha and actually were complimenting Naruto. Man, can't believe that bastard Uchiha. After everything we'd done for him, and to think he would actually betray the Leaf, couldn't believe it. It's a good thing Uzumaki got him back. Yeah, that Uzumaki kid definitely's got some power behind him. Groups of people actually begin to compliment Naruto. Many people admiring him, complimenting him on his strength, and the way that this man was just able to carry himself. Now, of course, there were many haters in there, as many people still threw insults at him for being the so-called demon. Many other people were there supporting him and actually admiring him, sending him compliments. Now, although Naruto did not show an outward expression as he was just focused on bringing Sasuke back, Kakashi, who was there right beside him as he also listened to all this, couldn't help but be happy. Even though Naruto's mentality is quite crude, and even though he doesn't really rely on others, Naruto some way somehow still end up changing the mind of a few people. And Kakashi can just tell that one day Naruto would change the mind of everyone in this entire village. As eventually, after returning back Sasuke, Naruto would arrive back at Tsunade's office, to which she will order Anbu to return Sasuke and put him in a prison cell, mostly due to the fact that he was going to pay for his crimes. He did escape the Hidden Leaf Village. And sure, even though you could say he probably wasn't in the right mentality and everything, it doesn't change the fact that the boy is still left on his own wishes. So yeah, he's going to go pay for his crimes. So after this, Naruto would be there at Tsunade's office as she told him not to go. Yeah, she still had to owe him back for everything. So at this, Naruto would be there waiting for his reward, and as he does, Tsunade would actually arrive with multiple scrolls. At this, Naruto would look at all the scrolls and be happy as he actually ends up grabbing the bag of scrolls and ends up leaving the office. Thanks for the gifts. Tsunade ends up getting pissed off, but as she does, this is when she then tosses Naruto one last thing. Naruto would stop moving as he ends up turning around slowly, and as he does, he ends up catching the object right before it hits him. You have a lot of nerve walking around here, acting as if you're some regular genin. You better put that on and walk with respect. At this, Naruto will be confused until he actually takes a good look at it. This was a Jonin vest, but it was custom made. It had Naruto's colors and initials, as the sign of Uzumaki was on the back, along with the hidden leaf symbol of regular Jonins, while also having the colors of black and yellow, Naruto's initial colors. Naruto will be there as he takes in the Jonin vest, as he looks at Tsunade with a raised eyebrow. Don't give me that look, brat. Now hurry up and leave my office. I got paperwork to do. At this, Naruto will look at Tsunade for a while before leaving, and as he does, Tsunade will then have a smile on her face. You may be able to hide it, kid, but I can tell you actually like it, she would say mentally, as she looked at the window, actually very excited for the future generation of shinobis. As this is where we're now going to do a time skip. After the following events of Sasuke being captured and returned back to the Hidden Leaf Village, Naruto's achievement will be broadcasted to everyone in the entire village. Everyone would actually hear, and they would be waves of rumors, and everything that happened will be described. I don't know how they got this information, but somehow they did. Either way, thanks to Naruto's achievements being spread about, the rest of the Rookie 12 would actually hear about this, and each one of them would then get inspired to try harder, with Lee excited to actually try it and fight Naruto if he ever gets a chance. And another person who also was fired up by this was Sakura. She felt completely useless throughout her entire time at Team 7. And now that she finally got an opportunity, mostly due to the fact that Sasuke was in jail right now, and also because of the fact that she now has a big healthy dose of what the shinobi life is like, she decided that from now on she would try harder and become a serious Konoichi, as she decides to take her training serious and also tries to rebuild her friendship with Ino. As we will now turn to the main protagonist himself, Naruto. The boy was currently right now at his home as he was currently living the good life. Thanks to Naruto's achievements and thanks to it being broadcasted, many people were showing respect to him. Now, Naruto didn't really appear much in public. In fact, most of the time he just traveled by a lightning bolt, but sometimes he would catch the boy slipping once in a while as he would begin to walk, and as he does, some people would end up catching sight of him and begin to applaud him, give respectful nods to him. Naruto just ignores it all. After all, these people were hypocrites, but he will not lie and say that, hey, this attention is way better than what they gave before. But that doesn't mean he's just gonna instantly swoop over and everything, alright? He's not like that. As Naruto would appear in Tsunade's office, as he had just been recently called in once again, as he would walk in there, he would have an annoyed expression. Alright, if it's a mission, I better get compensation for this. I kid you not, I'm not going to do something like this again, Naruto would say as he looks down at Tsunade. As Tsunade would get ticked off at his disrespect and tell him and remind him once again that she is Hokage, to which Naruto just tells her to kiss his ass and everything. This is when Jiraiya would then appear. Alright, well, kid, nope, this isn't exactly a mission, more or less, but in the end of the day, we're here to actually improve you. That means I'm trying to give you some training. At this, Naruto looks at Jiraiya, then looks at Tsunade, and as he does, Naruto would send Jiraiya a nice, warm smile. Now, Jiraiya seeing this would feel excited, as he thinks that finally, after everything that Naruto went through, that Naruto's finally opening up to him, that Naruto would actually see him as his grandfather, or at least his godfather. He was ready for Naruto to start respecting Jiraiya, maybe call him Jiraiya sensei, or maybe for him and Naruto to bond even more on this trip, only for reality to crash hard on him as well. I want compensation. Moving on. Time skip. So after a while of Naruto just arguing with Jiraiya, as Jiraiya is wondering why the heck would he compensate Naruto for going on a trip with him and training him, to which Naruto says that he has to spend time with Jiraiya, which that's already going to cost him a lot, to which that kind of hurt a lot for Jiraiya, but still, eventually they find some groundbreaking point, which ends up with Naruto going with Jiraiya on a training trip. This is a way so Naruto can get stronger for the Akatsuki, to which Naruto does remember them. He does remember the event with Itachi and Kisame, and he does realize that he isn't as strong as he claims he is. So due to that, Naruto agrees to this, of course, and with that, Jiraiya and Naruto would soon pack up their bags as they were now ready to go. So as Naruto is finished packing up his bags and pretty much taking everything he could, he ends up looking at his destroyed home one last time and apologized to it, saying that it looks like he's going to last a little bit longer until he can fully rebuild it. But he promises when he gets the opportunity and when he gets back that he will finish rebuilding his home. With that final oath, Naruto would then leave as he ends up meeting Jiraiya, who's currently right now outside the forest. Naruto would look at Jiraiya before sighing as he tells the old pervert to come along with him, to which Jiraiya tells Naruto that he was following him, but moving on. As with that being said, both Jiraiya and Naruto would then leave the Hidden Leaf Village, as both of them would then go on their own path, with Naruto training for the Akatsuki and any upending dangers that are up ahead. As we now turn to a different scene, Orochimaru, the man who's been through quite a lot of angst and just bad karma hitting him all at once. The man had lost his arms thanks to Hiruzen. He wasn't able to get Naruto as the curse mark for some reason just completely left him. And to make it even worse was that he lost Kabuto, a valuable assistant. And it was all thanks to that one Uzumaki brat, as well as Hiruzen. He curses out Naruto, and just curses out at everyone. Jiraiya, Tsunade, the Leaf Village. He just cursed them all, as it was all their fault that he wasn't getting what he wanted. As he would go and scream out, he would then wince in pain as his arms were legit like the injuries as well as the pain that they were like these arms were giving him was torture. As he does though, this is when Kimimaru would then walk in, the Bone Kekagenkai guy. Now he would walk in and to the surprise of the viewers, he would look healthier. The reason for this one is that since Kabuto was no longer around, Orochimaru needed a substitute. He needed someone who was as loyal as Kabuto and was just as useful, if not even more. And what better person than Kimimaru? Unfortunately, he had an illness that Orochimaru had not yet been able to cure. But after the loss of Kabuto, he was desperate. He pulled everything he could. He pulled so many strings, yet somehow, some way, he was able to heal Kimimaru. Now, although he wasn't treated completely, at least his illness was being held back by a lot. And as soon as Orochimaru gets recovered and he's able to heal him completely, things will finally begin to get back on track. As this is when Kimimaru came to Orochimaru with news, as they found Orochimaru another suitable containment, at least for the meantime. Orochimaru hearing this would then smile, as we'll now flash forward to when he does it. Now, none of the events, I can't really describe the events that had transpired, mostly because of the fact they didn't show it in the anime, but pretty much Orochimaru stole another person's body, which this caused the pain in Orochimaru's arms to finally leave him. And as Orochimaru was in the midst of his recovery from the operation, this is when Kimimaru would then walk in with certain news. Apparently, Sasuke Uchiha had just tried to escape the Hidden Leaf Village, but was captured by Naruto Uzumaki and returned back. And the reason and the way that they got this information was because of the fact that Orochimaru has connections from different areas. He has multiple connections, underground connections, and word spreads. And of course, hearing this, Orochimaru would then have a smile on his face, as he knows that at least there was still one more target he can go after. Naruto may be far from his reach, for now, but at least another person he can get with the Uchiha, his original target. As he tells Kimimaru that they're going to have to wait a little bit, but he will eventually find a way to get Sasuke. He will find a way to destroy the leaf, and he will find a way to get Naruto as well. He'll find a way to pay them all back. What are those ways that Orochimaru is planning to get back at the Hidden Leaf? What are the ways that he's going to get back Sasuke? And overall, what is the next phase after these events? Well, you're all going to have to find that out in part 7 to this What If, as this is going to be end for part 6 of What If Naruto had Laxus' abilities. Thank y'all so much. Guys, I kid you not, I'm so happy to bring this part out, as we're now finally at the time skip, as we're now going to be heading towards Shippuden. Guys, thank y'all so much for your support on this What If. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, as now I know some people might be obsessed to why Sasuke didn't put up as much as a fight, but you guys got to remember, Sasuke had so many amps during the series that I'm surprised that Naruto was even able to keep up with the boy. Even with the nine-tailed fox, Sasuke still won, which I really pull plot armor on that one. Like the show, as soon as Sasuke appeared on screen, transformed from being called Naruto to Sasuke, bro. It just surprised me. But this time, Sasuke, he didn't have any plot armor. All he had was a Sharingan, the training that he got from Kakashi, and that's it. He didn't have the curse mark. He didn't have the Sound 4 backing him up. And overall, Sasuke was like, this man went in there without any plan. But don't worry, Sasuke still has like a big event to play later on. But I'm going to have to write that out later. Right now, I'm just really glad that I got this part out of the way. So hopefully you guys do enjoy. It's your host, Sage Samurai, and he's heading off. So peace, have a lovely day, and yeah, enjoy yourselves. Bye.